Hey all, Mr. Up here. Wanted to drop some quick math on the new dragon packs so you know exactly who should be wearing what. Let's say your hero has 1,000,000 HP. Here's how the two dragon packs are going to work. So Cinder Dragon, it triggers when your hero takes 70% of max HP damage. So that's about 700,000 damage if you have 1,000,000 HP. And so as far as timing, it's independent of attack. It triggers based solely on your HP. High attack heroes usually tend to have lower HP, so they're going to trigger Cinder earlier. So it's going to be best on high attack heroes like Gilgamesh or Iathil, things like that. And this is going to give you a damage reduction plus knockback right when they're about ready to keel over. So that'll help save like squishy carries from being bursted. And then when we are looking at the Storm Dragon, that's going to trigger when damage taken equals 800% of attack. So let's break that down. Say you have a tank with 1,000 attack. That's going to be 1,000 times 800 equals 800,000 damage. So it's going to trigger pretty fast. If you put it on DPS with 5,000 attack, that's going to be 5,000 times 800. That's going to be 4,000,000 damage, right? So super slow. So as far as timing, it's going to trigger much faster on low attack tanks like, Arzal, Dorlin, Eudos, right? Eudos is my favorite. But you're going to get an AoE damage and 30% healing. It's going to help them stay alive mid-fight. As far as Dragon Pack leveling, it takes about 60 glass dragon fragments to unlock the Dragon Pact. So if we're talking about unlocking it initially, so you can see here, you got to collect 60 just to unlock it. And then after that, each star is going to start costing, I think it's 30 fragments to start. So you can see here, 30 fragments. But then as you go, it's going to start costing you more. So each star has 6 class levels, and you got to fill out each one of those little slivers to get the star unlocked. And so if you look at where I am with Cinder, it's currently costing me around 100 fragments per level. So 600 total for that last star, which I almost have unlocked. So a tip is the glass is going to cost, a lot more at higher levels. So if you want to level both of those dragons at the same time, you want to take that in consideration, right? So you might want to have 2 weaker dragon versus 1 super strong dragon, because if you remember in seasonal, the goal really is to spread load your power to make sure that, people can't align their strong teams with your weaker teams and just beat you, right? So you want to make them as strong as possible to prevent that. And so you may want to use your dragon packs and level them both up to say 1 or 2 stars at the same time. That way you can spread load your power. Now, if we're talking about DOL Final Fight, that's completely different. You definitely want a super strong anchor team at the bottom, right, to address all the fatigue that happens. But that's a separate conversation I'm going to talk about here coming soon. But anyway, I hope this kind of helps clean up and clear up the dragon decisions. Drop your teams or ask if you're, not sure who to use, where to use them, when to use them. Happy to help there. Anyway, in the meantime, have fun out there playing a game, and good luck.